Go red. I'm bossy, I just can't stop. That's not bossy, that's just
that's constructive criticism.
It's not criticism, that's your stuff. It's nothing to do with me. Yes, Maria, just go back to your spot there.
You put her back in circle again. You're safer in there, yeah.
You're obviously enjoying this, yeah?
I'm Linda Mulloy, or Linda Grieve Mulloy, depending on who you're talking to. This is my workshop. Here I am in the middle of teaching people glass fusion. If you look around the workshop, it's full of glass. We're on day 2 of a weekend of glass, fusing glass. And maybe if we look in the kiln here, you can see...
Is this different to stained glass?
It is. This is heating glass up and fusing it, putting it in the kiln, fusing it together.
And how old is this craft?
This craft? Oh, long, very old. I mean, BC.
BC.
There's things being fused, there's glass being made, used for utensils, still, and they exist today. Today we're just making flat pieces. And what you do is you make your fused glass into a flat. Your little bits of glass can be made into a flat, and then you make it into a shape. So I've been, this is Bernie, who's carefully cutting a piece out. This is her fourth piece. She's making a big door, well, a long thin piece for a door, but in squares. And if you come over here and look in the kiln, you can see what she's done. This is my big kiln. It takes about 3 days to heat up and cool down, so it will be full by the end of today. This is 3 pieces of Bernie's, which will, when they're fused, they will look finished. Yeah, there won't be sharp edges to glass.
So they'll be more or less cooked.
They'll be cooked.
They'll be cooked. Yeah.
They'll be cooked.
They'll be melted.
And they'll be melted down. And there's nothing in there but glass.
Exactly.
No glue.
No, nothing. No, there's actually copper wire in there too, and that does nice things.
And what kind of temperature does it reach?
Oh, hot. About 750, something like that. It's centigrade. So.
How long do you leave it in for? Or does it depend on the piece?
It depends on what effect you need and what kiln you're using. This little kiln that everything was in, I filled it up last night with little things that people made, and this just takes an overnight. This is an overnighter. But this kiln takes a long time the big one takes a long time to heat up and to cool down. You have to cool glass really, well, you have to heat it carefully so it doesn't crack on the way up, and then you have to cool it carefully so that it changes from a liquid into a solid and gets into its right formation, molecular formation as a solid. It's not just all full of tension and so it'll crack.
And you can predict how it's going to turn out, more or less. It doesn't leach or leak or...
No, it doesn't move very much.
Doesn't move very much, yeah.
You really have to organise it to move if you want it to move. It just warms. It moves slightly. Depends on how thick it is. If it's thick, it'll move out. If it's thin, it'll shrink up.
Okay. And where do you get the glass from? It comes in sheets, I assume, does it?
It does, yeah. I'll show you a sheet because I'll tell you a lovely sheet. Here's a bit of what is called, one of my favourites, which is called Baroque. Spectrum Baroque.
So
Look at that.
spectacular, isn't it?
Isn't it amazing?
Spectacular, amazing, yeah.
Although the problem with this sheet is that you don't really want to cut it up. It's very nice as it is.
Very pretty, yeah. You can put it up as it is, yeah. So you would cut that up then in bits.
Yeah, you can cut that up. For stained glass or for fused glass. Not not all glasses are compatible one with another. When you're fusing something, you have to make sure that you've got glasses that are compatible, that expand and contract at the same rate. They got the same coefficient of expansion. So I hold courses every 2 months. I teach people, but these are all except one are innocent newbies, naive and totally impressionable, as you can see. Yeah? Well, they've done, seeing as they've only been at it for a day.
They certainly seem interested anyway. They're good pupils.
They've only been working for a day, yesterday, and so we've got quite a long way, if you see what people are making. It's Mairead's making this, which is going to end up to be that big. Not all in this day, doing the bottom bit of it now.
And is there a pattern in that? Or is it free form?
There is.
Is it free form or is
it can you not see it? There it is, flowing through. Vera is going to do experiments with copper wire and glass, putting them both together so that they just to see how it works, really.
Has this been tried before?
Yes, it has. Not by me, but other people have tried it. So that'll be interesting. Eamon, can I show you the piece that you came out of the kiln?
Oh, you've seen it?
That's from last night, yeah?
This is yesterday's, yes.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you come up close and see her wonderful hair?
Hair is going down.
Yeah. You got that?
So we made other fun stuff. What else has anybody got?
Is this a hobby for you guys, or is it going to be a career?
It really work.
The work for some, yeah, and a hobby for others. Yeah.
Serious stuff.
Is that serious?
Yes. New tree.
This is Sandra's Christmas tree, because she's into Christmas for some quite unbelievable reason.
Preparing for...
Look at this. Look at this wonderful thing. Isn't that lovely?
Fantastic, yeah.
So delicate and lovely.
You'll have thousands of them out for Christmas, yeah?
Just one. They're one-offs.
One
I
off.
don't know which way that is.
Went shopping, gas the bar.
But these all would have gone into the kiln last night as sharp pieces of glass, like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Sharp edged. Yeah. And then fused overnight, and they go flat and feedy, really. You want to touch them. So that's what fusing is about.
That's the lovely one that was made
Is
earlier.
there much of this going on in Ireland, in the country? Around the country?
Oh well, I'd like to say I'm the only person, but I'm not really. There's quite a few people making glass, and then
Are they doing this kind of thing? Or
some
stained
are.
glass? More.
Some are doing stained glass. Some are fusing. Some have. This is I have what's called a warm shop, which means I have kilns. I haven't got a hot shop. That I don't blow glass.
Yeah.
If you have a glory hole and a furnace and you can blow and manipulate glass, you want hot. It's called a hot shop. This is just warm. Put things in the kiln. You can make bowls. You can make three-dimensional things.
And how did you get interested in yourself?
I've always been a maker. Right? So I've always
You're
made,
creator, are you? Yeah. That's good.
made whatever. So it was an easy moving from a professional job that I'd done for a bit.
So these are some examples of finished products.
Yes, these are some fun bowls made from bits of glass, but certainly not randomly placed. They don't look so good if they're random. They're organised, colour-wise.
Yeah, they look nice. They're really nice.
Another colour theme, I suppose, whatever you call it.
Is there much use for this kind of...
Yeah, well, there's obviously
They're mostly ornamental.
a soup tureen, really, I was thinking. They're ornamental, I think.
They're ornamental,
You know, you can keep your fruit in it. or feathers, or sandwiches.
Yeah.
But they're really to be looked at and marvelled at. Okay, this is a piece I made earlier, quite a long way, many years earlier. Really playing with techniques. The whole piece is a lot of fusing in this piece, but put together in the stained glass method. This is these are copper foil seams that put the pieces together. But say this piece here has inclusions of copper wire. This has got glass paint here, which has to be fired. This is a hole. These are all holes. All sorts of things going on. More inclusions of copper wire.
Why do you put copper wire in? Is there a reason, or just for decorative purposes?
Just decorative. It's, because it's very thin, and you can do lovely things with a very thin line.
Does it strengthen it? That's what it does.
Not
really.
Not particularly. Well, I haven't used it for that. It would do that actually. These are very thin bits of glass, and this is the sort of stuff I teach in my courses. Show the different ways you can use glass, not only in stained glass but in fused glass. So,
and how often do you run the courses then?
Every 2 months. I do 2 weekends, a stained glass weekend and a fusing weekend. And I've organised for November, I've got a 4-day special projects, sort of advanced stained glass course, where people can make a right window, big window. Because usually we're limited to 2 days. You can get the skill, you make a little bit, but in November I've got some, enough people have got enough time to make some big bit to be really exciting. Exciting for me too, as well.
And do you limit the number of people that come?
Usually 6 is maximum. Occasionally I forget and get too many people, but I had 8 the other day, and that was okay. A little bit hotter here.
That's a good complaint. Yeah.
A little bit hot because we all got, everybody's trying to finish their piece by 5 o'clock, and there was all anxiety, and the temperature was about 25 as well.
Are you long in business?
Yeah, about 20 years.
20 years,
I'd say.
okay,
15,
yeah.
20 years, time goes.
So you've taught quite a few people.
I have.
Yes.
I think I can't believe that there's still people in Ireland who want to learn, because I think I've taught about 25% of them already. Mind you, people grow up.
When people go out on their own, do they have to buy a cooker? Is it a cooker you call it?
Kiln.
Kiln, yeah.
For fusing, but not for stained glass,
Not for
which is
stained glass.
cold glass. But for fusing, they'd have to buy a kiln.
And much of a small one costing? Approximately,
Around about 1,000, plus or minus a bit. I haven't bought one recently, but this is a great one. It's really, and it's so exciting. It's like Christmas, really. Yeah.
You see a lot of people at heritage shows and craft shows with this kind of stuff, yeah?
Making bits of stained glass.
The stained glass,
Yeah. I try not to make little bits. I like making
like
big
the
bits.
big bits.
I don't mind making 3-dimensional bowls, but windows, I like windows and doors, and wall hangings, appreciable size, you can get your teeth into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How much would it cost for a big window? Big door? Full door?
It's
Might be
approximately €100 a square foot. Depends on how much work. Could be much less, but you go from there, and plus or minus, really.